Doctor, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, thank you so much for your time. How is your government preparing Jamaica for a monster Category 5, and who's most vulnerable?
Well, the preparations first start with ensuring that our people are safe, particularly our most vulnerable. So we have a system of disaster management, an Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, that coordinates all stakeholder efforts, which would include our emergency services, our National Defense Force, our police, the Ministry of Health, Social Security. And so that apparatus has been stood up and is working quite effectively. Then there is the information side of things to ensure that the public has enough knowledge about what is happening and what is likely to occur. And I think most Jamaicans now know that we have a storm, a hurricane, which is quite unusual. It's been sitting on the south coast of Jamaica for a few days now.
The strongest storm on the planet.
Strongest storm now, and it is likely to turn north. So that means it could have an impact on our shores, more to the western end of Jamaica. And if that were to happen, and I've said it before, I don't believe there is any infrastructure within this region that could withstand a Category 5 storm. So there could be significant dislocation. So every Jamaican, I believe, understands how this threat is severe. So evacuations, taking higher ground, protecting your property, keeping your family safe, I believe the personal responsibility that each Jamaican would have to take, that is understood.
Hurricane Gilbert was a benchmark storm for so many people here nearly 40 years ago, but it was also an economic disaster. So what are you doing to prevent economic implications from this hurricane?
Well, since Hurricane Gilbert, improvements in the building code, improvement in our infrastructure would certainly have put us in a better position to respond to natural disasters. But we have also improved our fiscal management, our financial management of our affairs to put us in a better position to be able to mount an effective response. Look, the key to this is to ensure that you are properly prepared, and during the disaster, you manage how people respond. And if those two things are done correctly, then at the end of the disaster, you're in a much better position to recover more quickly. And so that's what we're trying to do. The preparations are in place. We believe the citizens are in a much better position how to treat with the disaster. And then as soon as the hurricane has passed, then the relief effort, the recovery effort, the rebuilding effort, all of those have been lined up.
Okay, so the people of Jamaica, one big family. Do you have any final words to tell them before the storm sets in?
You know, Jamaica is a largely religious Christian country, and we have been praying. And I urge all Jamaicans and people who are, friendly well-wishers of Jamaica to continue to pray that this hurricane does not hit us directly.